So, the Chainsaw Man movie came out a few days ago, and ever since, I've felt like Neo dodging bullets in the Matrix, but without the help of bullet time. It's just like spoilers flying at me from every direction. So, I have taken it upon myself as my solemn duty as a content creator to spoil myself, go 100% maximum spoilage, and just watch the thing and enjoy it. So, that's what we're going to do today. We are going to watch Chainsaw Man, the movie, the Reze arc. Pronunciation probably incorrect, and hopefully demonstrates to you that I have remained mostly untouched by the bullets of spoilers. I know almost nothing about this film. I didn't know that it was coming out, and since it came out, I've been trying to bury my head in the sand and avoid anything that talks about it. What do I know about the Chainsaw Man movie? This is the story of a girl. It's actually the story of a boy who has a chainsaw for a heart and kills lots of things, but it's the story of a boy who really wants a girlfriend. So if we're going to make a movie with a title, Reze arc, it's going to be about finding a girlfriend, his first. So what kind of girlfriend can Denji have? And not what kind of girlfriend does he want, but what kind of girlfriend can he have? What can he be given by the story? Because the story is not kind to our boy. I've come up with three kind of options. The first idea is that she's totally normal and beautiful and innocent, right? And then tragedy strikes. That's like a story type that we can do. That this girl is like perfectly, totally normal girl, has all the normal stuff in the world, and then we go down one of two forks of tragedy, which is, one, she already has a flesh-eating disease, like, she already has brain goopification syndrome, and it's terminal, and it's incurable. Or, she gets killed by, like, the gun devil, Aki's family style, just bam, and then suddenly, now you get to be more mad. Sorry, Denji, you had the one thing that you really wanted, and it's gone. It got taken away from you by the horrors of this world, by somebody around you, by something that becomes the thing that you blame forever for this. That's my first layer of thinking about this. And you might note that both of them involve taking away anything that Denji gains in this movie, and I think that's like a guarantee. I don't think that Denji gets a girlfriend. I don't think he's allowed to keep one. I think that if we get one, something terribly bad happens. So here's option two. Option two is option one presents us with a girlfriend who is like what could be the peaceful, normal life that you could have, a thing to like strive for and endeavor and believe in your heart, and then to be pissed that it was taken away from you. That's a layer. That could work. I don't think that's our story, though. I think our story is too fucking punk rock for that shit. I don't think we fall for some normie. I don't think Denji falls for a normie when he's got power around. He's got Makima Mommy, and he's got all these like super cool characters around him. There's no fucking way. Option two. She's just like him. We've introduced at the end of the season Mr. Samurai Boy, and that demonstrates to us that homies can be like Denji. They probably won't be as powerful as Denji, but they can be like Denji. So maybe she's like him. Maybe we can relate because we're both cool and weird and outcasts and different. And then we get the same tragedy options, right? Either something terminally bad happens to her that's just life, bro, or it's like circumstantially related to Denji being the chainsaw boy, and like bad stuff wants to kill him, and so it kills her instead. That kind of thing, right? And the final option is that whoever this person is, she, like everyone else, has a fucking angle on the heart. Has an angle on the little doggy. Those are my three options. I don't like any of them. All of them could go really, really bad. All of them, except maybe the first couple, because they seem like much more weak sauce, could be really fertile ground for an interesting story. All of them have roots in like well-trod story paths, which is something that Fujimoto is attuned to. My guy is resonating with the web of every author that's ever come before and like trying to pick out the path that leads to the one future that's most interesting, which is really cool and makes his work so fucking fascinating to engage with. But it also means that if we view it as an exercise in storytelling, which I think Chainsaw Man is, it's really concise, it's really tight, it's built on tropes and tropes and tropes to become a thing that stands above them. I think we can guess a little bit at what our character needs to go through next. If he's going to have the story of a girl, it's going to go bad. So how? Why? And what will it look like? What will it feel like? I'm a person who is, at least at present as I sit here, and maybe I'll come to a different conclusion at the end, I am of the opinion that love is a pretty great thing, and that love and connection, even if they end up altered by circumstance that couldn't be foreseen, or even if you discover later, like in the third circumstance, that they're tainted from the beginning, there's something unspeakably powerful about the opportunity to connect to other people. And for someone as disconnected and experienced in broken connections as Denji, like shattered, terrible, traumatic, painful ones, I can imagine that an experience that for most people would be heart-wrenching and destructive would still have enough of a silver lining to it to be the best thing that's ever happened to Denji. I have this thought in conjunction with a scene that happens in Vinland Saga Season 2, where our main character Thorfinn says, not a single good thing has happened to me in life, and kind of invites death, right? Like, life fucking blows, not a single good thing has happened to me, let it kill me. I think Denji in the same situation is like, yeah, but there's yummy food and chicks have tits, and that's cool, man. Like, there's a life worth living here. Like, Denji, you put him at the end of his rope, at the end of things, he's like, but I did get to touch some titties once, and that's pretty fucking good. So I'll take, like, 3 years of torture for the one titties any day, every day. Because Denji's crazy. He's absolutely out of his gourd. So I think the way that if I was Fujimoto and if I tried to put myself into the mind of a genuine genius, a thing that is not possible to do because I do not think that I am a genuine genius. I am certainly not one in the same field as him. But if I try to put my mind into that of a genuine genius, then I think what I do is I have this be a terrible tragedy that Denji takes as pretty fucking good. That was all right. Not bad, actually. And at this point, I've said my piece. I think that's my whole piece, and I'm ready to dive into Chainsaw Man the movie. I want to make a quick note about the drawing that's sitting up there, and just, like, explain it or, like, put words to it. I've had a really interesting continuing discussion in my Discord about what art means, whether things in particular are art, whether art comes down to, like, definitionally the artifice of making it, or it has to do with the interpretation of the viewer, observer, interpreter, all those things. I don't fucking know. But I wanted to say, this was meant to be a heart made out of chainsaws, and this is iteration 2, and this is iteration 1, where I discovered that chainsaws are not conducive to making hearts out of. This might be this might be obvious, but, like, a chainsaw is not a great thing to have as your heart. If I was going to come up with a symbol of love that doesn't work very well, it might be a heart made out of chainsaws. And it was partly while thinking about that I came to the really, like, most solid conclusion that this has to be a tragedy. Because there's no way that Denji's heart made out of chainsaws works normally. Not a chance. It has to be weird. It has to be probably fucking crazy and from the outside utterly psychotic, the way that love actually is. If we're going to go in on this and it's going to be a girlfriend, then it should be the most whirlwind, insane, batshit psycho romance that has ever been. And then it should leave us breathless and absolutely, like, reeling at the end. And we should retain a piece of that reeling for the entire rest of our lives, because, like, your life can be dramatically changed by an encounter like that. That's Just a game theory. Let's go ahead and watch a fucking movie. How about that? I've got a beautiful HDR version of this video, and you're not going to get to see it because I'm not going to post it. I'm going to post a timer-based reaction. That's the way of things. This is a movie. It's got all the copyright of a movie that came out last week, and I'm not going to fuck around, okay? Okay, so this is going to be a full, whole time, all the timer reaction. We'll do a bunch of discussion at the end if I have the brain cells to do it. If I don't, I'll just pull the ripcord and I'll revive myself and I'll regain the brain cells and I'll do it anyway. And let's give this movie a first look and see if I'm completely off base with my expectations for the film. I'm so sad that I end up watching this on a pretty small screen. I do wish that I had a bigger screen to watch it on, but that's perfectly fine. I'm just going to scooch in a little bit closer to it and say, hi, what's up? I'm T. We're going to watch Chainsaw Man movie, Reze Arc. It came out a few days ago. I'm really excited. I'm a little scared because movies are like big and my attention span is limited and continues to get more limited because social media exists. But partly this channel is a practice in engaging my attention and focusing on a thing wholeheartedly and sort of aiming for something that I really care about and want to engage with seriously. And I think that the work that Tatsuki Fujimoto is doing, and then on top of that, the work that MAP is doing in a couple of shows, kind of a bunch, to adapt them to the big screen is really fantastic and fascinating as far as pushing narratives forward in our world. They're the stories that I think people need right now, crave desperately, and I don't think enough people are getting them, are actually getting them inside their brains, but I have the opportunity to, and you're darn right I'm going to. I'm going to put this stuff inside my brain. I'm going to let it filter through. I'm going to see what beautiful stuff it produces. So let's go ahead and watch the Chainsaw Man movie. I know I've said that like 3 times already. There will be one version of this reaction video, and it'll be a timer. You can find it up here on the YouTube and sync your own copy of the film up with it. There will be a beep beep timer at the beginning, which will go boop, 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 beep, and on the beep and the green light will be the exact frame that I pressed the button synced up in post for you to sync up your own thing with. I will also include in the description of this an auto hotkey script that allows you to sync a YouTube video, I believe, with an MPV video. It's been a while since I actually messed with it, but it's very useful if you want to like pause in the middle of the thing and walk away. It'll pause both of them at the same time and start both of them at the same time. So I'll put a link to that in the description. I put that together with some people on my Discord a number of months ago, and it's very useful sometimes. And I'm going to continue to work on like the dream would be an ideal integrated platform solution that lets you pull your media source from anywhere and sync it up with my videos, but I'm not there yet. Anyway, here's the movie, Chainsaw Man, the Reze Arc, my reaction to it, and discussion afterward. Beep beep timer to go. Beep beep timer to go. That's not my line. Beep beep timer to count you down. Let's go. That's it. Okay, we're playing. Oh, there it is. Ding. Hi, Sony. Smoky dokey. Oh, I've never seen that crunchy intro. I'm really glad we've moved past motorcycles for Mappa. We're opening in manga. Oh, is this the scene at the end of the last episode where there's like a door? And then we get the voice. The like country mouse, city mouse. Already it's like incredibly gorgeous. Everything's mapped to 3D. I think Denji is too. Denji. So I'm guessing it's a door inside you that releases your power? Hi, power. Speaking of. Hi, Denji. God, it's fucking high fidelity. Hi, power. Do you have more horns than usual? I think not. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, large scale attack. Is this Makima? God, what a way to bring the attitude. What an incredible way to bring the attitude. Oh, jeez. Okay. Woo! Also, I have a blanket on me because I'm freezing. The mouse following. No, was that Kobeni? And then the angel devil. Still anime inside my anime. I love it. Whoa, that was a crazy tone shift. Like the lut, the color shift to whoa, to the cafe scene with all greens and gray. Okay. She just handed him a grenade pin and then he exploded. Is it option 3? I think it's option 3. I think we're about to get fucking betrayed. That's the best option. I'm gonna keep my eyes out. We were being followed by the mouse too. Okay. I'm putting clues together when I shouldn't be able to put clues together, and that's a dangerous game to be playing. Power, are you horny? Like a balloon? Power wart. Gah! Power does not want to go. Shark Boy! He's Lava Girl's. He was at the thing, right? I don't remember him much, though. Or maybe I'm thinking something completely different. Homies are good though, man. He doesn't want. He had a hot girl for a partner. This is so weird. Oh goodness. Okay, okay. Is it the same film? That's so fun! That's the best! Are you fucking kidding? Of course, this is what Fujimoto comes up with because he's absolutely obsessed with film. Like, he ripped that. I'm not gonna spoil Fire Punch. Yeah, I don't expect that she'd find much intrigue in this. What? I wonder if it's a riff on something else. Or are we just gonna discover that we don't really care about movies? That we're disconnected from the rest of society, perhaps. Cut, cut. Alright, we're gonna get another hard cut to the cafe. They keep getting shorter! Uh-huh. We're just creaming through genre fiction. Saigo da. Is it now? Those are usually my favorites. He's about to give up. No, let's do it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's cool. It's also about dating. That's about dating, right? And we're alone. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Now we're talking French or German. Just linger on that sky for a while. Oh, suddenly self-aware. Whoa. Maybe it's okay. This is such a strange meta thing to put at the beginning of your film. To say there are movies that are worthless and there are some that will change your life. Inside your film is ballsy. Do you think I have a heart? Can you feel my heart? Ooh. I think she can feel his heart. Oh, shit. God, that's good. Yep. Dangle, 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 carrot. Dangle, carrot, dangle, carrot. Carrot, dangle, dangle, carrot. What's going on? You got a shark boy. You're fine. Oh, he's so happy. His name is Beam. Aw. He's so cute. This is so, it's so full of detail. It's really beautiful. No. Oh, oh, this is our meet cute. Oh, got a collar. Oh, registering, registering, registering. Cute girl. We still haven't seen her face. It's option 3, baby. It's option 3, baby. I don't believe it for a second, lady. Wait, what the fuck? Oh. No! Oh, there are eyes. I just ate the flower. Yeah, that's an ownership collar. Hello! Oh, no, it's a grenade pin. It's a grenade pin. That's her ripcord. Holy shit! She had her hand over it when she came in too. Oh fuck! She explodes. She's gonna blow up your heart. She's gonna make your heart go bang 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 bang. Ha! Fujimoto, you're a fucking asshole. Oh, what a legend. What a legend. Okay, okay, okay. I'm so sad that I see that. I hope that I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. It's the same alley, isn't it? Or it feels like it is. Oh, the cafe with the color grade from the beginning. It's important. It is important, the green. Wow. Hmm? Oh god, she's cute. Hey, hey, Rasta! They they are gonna be just alike, aren't they? in weird, different ways. There's real connection and beauty here, isn't there? All the articles I've read on men's health say something about this. Hmm. And I'm sure about something too. I hate it. Okay, yeah. No, right? Like, this is wonderful. Yeah, instantly. It's over. It's over. Aw, I feel it, man. So then I have a strange exercise, which is like, how willing am I to see that when I think that it's tainted? It doesn't mean anything to you. This is kind of a pain, huh? A legend. A legend. Angel Devil, you're a legend. I forget the Angel Devil's power. It's really fucked up and weird, right? So you get along. What? Oh. Oh. I did not know that about that katana. So he outfits our division with all of our tools? Whoa. Yeah, that's an incredibly powerful asset. But I would not expect you to keep that in the field. I would expect you to keep him, like, under lock and key and safe. Ooh, it's a red day night place thing. Holy fuck. Yay. It does? Is he alive? Oh, can I transform him? Don't like working. Huh. Oh. still is with a tool that the angel devil created. That's so interesting. Yeah. Yeah, sound. Whoa. We'll see how long that logic lasts. He's already there. Never mind. 0 seconds is how long it lasts. Aww. It's not for the food. Terrible. Okiak-sama. She's fun. What's she studying? Shoot. We didn't get to see. Geography? Aww. Is it? That's funny. Big if true. Come on, man. She's cute. Hmm. Yeah. Aww. Yes. Yes, that sounds great. It'll go fucking wild. It'll go really wild. Let's go. Hell yeah. I don't think it does. Yeah, your heart might belong to Makima, but this girl's got you by the balls! Hello? Yeah. Typhoons are big killers. They're scary. Yeah. That's weird. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so we set up a classic villain who will probably go after her, right? It's not a familiar place, and now it's a liminal space. That's a move. What was that painting of? That was a Fujimoto insert of a thing, right? Bullshit. You shouldn't be so self-denying. Hi, hi, hi! Aww. Aww, that's so fucking wholesome. Erona! Yeah, this is exactly what school is like. Yeah, you could do it. You could do it, Denji. Different. You'd have a life, yeah. But what about you? No. There it is. There it is. It might be hell. There might be all the torture in the world, but not for him. I think it might be heating up more, though. Ooh, we're going in the pool. That's sexy. It also exposes us to a water devil that we just showed. What a moment we've created. We can build this piano track up if we want to and make this really powerful. Yosha! Mm-hmm. Damn, Fujimode. Oh, shit. Oh, yep. Well, that happened. Come on, man. No, 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 no. Do it. It's the same face as Aki in the shower. Kaganashi in the eye. And there's that swell and build. Wow. A moment of giving in, right? And then freedom. I didn't catch the spider's web earlier. Oh, that's good. Oh, when we went into the school too. And it's turning, it's turning. It's still beautiful. Gosh, this is gorgeous. Oh, yeah. Fully trapped now. I think willingly so, you know? Because there's a point in every situation like this where you choose to jump over that edge. A willing entrapment, kind of. Fuck. Hmm. I didn't know that. But not safety. Oh, City Mouse for Denji. Death for reward every time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that tracks. Oh. Ah. Of course. I love that it's the Kiriyoshikage conundrum. Yep. He's a simple man. Festival food? Let's go. Mmm. Hmm. I expect to be attacked now. Yes, she is. Toire? We're seeing her without a mask, but she's not speaking. Ooh, it sure is flowing. It's the Typhoon Devil, isn't it? She knows it is, too. Doesn't she? Maybe not. Fuck. Really isolating. Maybe she doesn't know. No, he's here to attack you. You're not Denji-kun. Okay. He has a hostage. Hmm. What the fuck, Denji? Please hard cut to Denji just thinking. Yes. 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 Okay, there's Makima. Yes, both. Okay, we're outside now. Oh, those are gorgeous. The water drops. Fuck that. Oh. Oh. Ah, it's so solidly Fujimoto. Hmm. I don't think. Yeah, she is incapable. I don't think so. But she's not on his team. And she's not using any kind of power to subdue him. She just happens to have martial arts training, huh? Like fucking sleeper assassin martial arts training? Wait, what? Okay, maybe it is that. Maybe it's sleeper assassin shit. Maybe she's fully genuine. I didn't consider that option. The third flower in the vase is blue. Also, what language is this? Meer? Der Vierer? German? Oh, these limited square frames have been throughout the film, and they're really cool. Whoa. What is that? Is that a jet? Is she gonna go pretend to be fine to Denji? Lady? Oh. Oh no. I don't know what we're dealing with. I don't know what we're dealing with. Okay, I think she's a hybrid devil like Denji. But Lady? From Typhoon? And Typhoon was here to kill him. Holy shit, yep, she's gonna pretend to be fine. Okay, that seals it. I was just out in the rain for no reason. Oh, whoa. We're just here at the festival? It's already memories. Lady! Betrayal most foul! Fuck. Hmm. Hibike Euphonium, episode 8. It's been like 5 years since I've seen that and still drilled into my mind. This is the spot. So, is she gonna try to make a play that doesn't involve that involves converting him? Oh. She means it too. She knows others are coming. But I wonder if it's because she wants to protect him genuinely. You're a friend. I love you. Yeah. I think there's honesty there too. Oh no. He's got such a great personality. It's all ways to say no. But in his heart, it's a yes. Okay. It's like his whole world, too. If she's explosions and we're about to have fireworks? Otto! Otto! Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Oh. My heart goes ba-bang. Bang, ba-bang, bang, bang. Holy shit. Well, that's fucking perfect. Oh. Oh. Huh? Oh! Oh! Oh, what the fuck? Oh, she bit his fucking tongue off! Oh my god, what a turn. What a fucking instant turn. I thought it was the opposite of a turn. Holy shit. You are not allowed to not be with me, Denji-kun. What a perfect yandere switch. Rip. Oh, no! He didn't get it out. Oh, Shark Boy! Fuck yes, Beam. You didn't fucking think about Shark Boy, did ya? Ha! Wow. Let's fucking go, kiddo. Because she's a hybrid. She's the bomb devil? Not a hybrid. No, she's a hybrid. Boom! What does that turn her into? A bomb herself? What the fuck? Yup. Oh, that's fucking crazy. I'm gonna be real. I've seen what Bakugo can do. We're in trouble. You gotta get Denji's fucking ripcord going, man. That's the one thing we need going here. And you need to dive underground, man. Oh, fuck. This is insane! Oh my god, we're only like halfway through the movie. What the fuck? Shark Boy! That's how I remember him. Oh, buddy. Please don't explode. Oh. Bystanders. Maybe not bystanders? Nope, bystanders. Wait, what the fuck? Huh? Private? You have no idea. Bang. Oh, it's beautiful. Was that Yutaka Nakamura? It really looked like Yutaka Nakamura cut. Minus the Utapon cubes, you know? Well. Ow. Fuck. We're gonna need you out there, man. He might not have that long to live. Straight up. I'm also wondering if he has the power to convert lifespans, can he see them? Can't argue with that logic. Hmm. Every time he asks, it shortens his life more, right? Oh shit. Oh, he made it! Oh my god, he made it! Speak, speak! He hasn't told anyone about Reze, right? That tracks. Oh yeah, how do you know anything about the Gun Devil? Huh? She's not in suit yet. No, your homie's so dead. Your homie is so dead. No, 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 no. I keep expecting like a camera pan and then his head's gone. Is she on a wanted poster? Come on, man. Say it. Out loud. Good. Okay. It did not work, Reze. Oh shit, he's so dead. I don't know what that is. Okay. Whoa! They have a really solid anti-hybrid thing. Eh, maybe not. No! She's just gonna regrow from her own head. Ugh! Infiltration complete! Ah! Don't let her get near Aki. But Aki's not. Oh my god, the head regrew in that second, and the body's still going. Oh fuck, bomb. Bye, friend. All that ass. Holy shit. Too late. So he's the one with the deal now? I thought he wasn't working with you anymore, buddy. Oh, it wasn't him. It was him. Oh, no, 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 no. What was that? Future Devil stuff? Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah. Yep. God, rip the ripcord, bro! Yeah. It's our only option. It won't work. Fuck. God, she's cool. Oh! Who's this? Oh, it's the partner. With the we saw him with somebody else. Okay, sweet. Yeah, for now. Way, bro, way. Run, 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 run. Oh, shit. She is trained and we've seen it. Uh-uh. That's his partner. Good! Let's fucking go! Brilliant. And all we need to do is stall. Oh, shit. Wait, is this the play? I don't think this is a play. I think Kobeni just freaked the fuck out. Okay, good for you, Kobeni. Bonuses are coming. Bonuses are coming. Oh, keep your mind on the bonuses and not on the exploding hot lady. Mm. Hi, Reze. Speaking of which. Mm-hmm. All the girls. Yep, it's just par for the course. Yep. Nobody cares about Denji. Yeah, what about Denji? Huh? I believe it, too. Cuts right through. Thanks, Thanks, bro. Keeping my head on. We'll see, man. Yeah, that's like obviously worse. Oh. Ah, this is we've speed run to break up. Now let's murder each other. Gotta go for the heart now. I don't think you can arrest her. Metal does not get enough use in anime. This is dope. What the? What the? Gotta understand her power, too. Bang. He's not very smart. Holy shit. Holy double shit. What the? I love knock them up, knock them down as like a move. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Just little parts. She's gonna keep blowing him. Not the way he wants. I love that the art style gets more and more chaotic. What's left? All she wants is the heart. She thinks she's got it. Blood. Correct. Oh. Oh! Aki. Aki. With the power of future. Nope. Yep, you gotta use it, use it, use it. It's life or death for you and for Denji, though. Like, what else are you gonna do? All you can do is buy some time for Denji to regen, right? Like, oh fuck, that's a big bomb. Oh fuck. Is there a way out? Mm. Oh, buddy. Guys, hey, wait. Honestly, been enjoying the naked part. It's great. Oh. Oh. Um. Oh! Hi, Typhoon! I agree. That's bullshit. Denji boy? Hi, Angel. Oh, the dying. You could create something, couldn't you? Wait. Whoa. With nobody else watching. Whoa. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, it all just bursts away. You're special, buddy. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You should use your chainsaws. For movement? That is not what we were asking, I don't think. Uh, eh. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Use them as tracks like tank treads. Chico! Chico! You're supposed to Spider-Man, dude. Spider-Man. You're right. You're always right. You're right. Sasuga chainsaw. Holy fuck. We are running on a Sharktopus spider. And we're going. What the fuck was that? Ooh. That's true. He does keep coming back. Oh, that's not good. Oh, fuck. Everything's getting caught up in it. Oh, not friends. The wings, too. Not friends. He wants to die. He's gonna use the power. There goes the division's ability to create magic weapons. Whoa. What? Just kidding. Let's go, Aki. Oh. Oh, right. What's going on over here? He's finally doing it! Insane. Oh, buddy. Oh, he's moving. He's speeding with the power of chainsaws. I mean, that's one of the most beautiful sequences I've ever seen, and there have been like 10 so far in the film. Incredibly fun. Oh, that full Kaganashi was fully birdie. Who was that? God, the talent on display. Bang. He figured it out. Oh, never mind. Let's go, Beam. All right, we're going after Typhoon, huh? So we're going straight into the eye of the storm. Other way around, buddy. Horrible baby storm. Good. Whoa. Whoa. This is very reminiscent of the big train sequence in JJK. Yeah, we made it to you, buddy. Yeah, you're like in a washing machine. Beam is such a good boy. Ah. Incredible. Just cut all the spinning parts. Okay. Fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Finally bringing contrast in with the green. Ah, it's so smart. It's so full of smart. Pulling it to one of the covers. Because that looks like the manga covers. Oh, fuck, man. Okay, so we've cleared that. We can turn our attention to the real deal. And that's a lot of blood. Hello! Dinso-sama! We've cut all the music out. Oh, shit. Fireworks. Oh, yeah, fireworks. Chainsaw. Boom! Just launch, launch, launch. She's heading into space? Yeah, in the fireworks, just like the kiss. Yeah! What fun. What an insane sequence to imagine. Oh, beam! Beam! No. Not our horse. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. Sharky. Oh, that's why she was beating on him. I didn't realize that he had him in the stomach. No, why would I give up? It's not like I'm losing. Right? Okay, maybe we're losing. Please, it would just help everybody. Yeah, why go through all of this bullshit? Okay, here we go. We got music. We're flinging chains. He's learned. He is not what he was before. Oh. Embrace. Oh. Huh. I don't know. And we go to here. Oh, that's so solid. Using the music to cue the memory. She dies here, right? Like, whatever happens, that's how this goes, right? A final embrace. Not how I thought I would lose my virginity. Explosion? Oh. She's awake. He's not gonna kill her. His shirt, too? I think so. Oh, wow. Hey, so. Maybe we should just see other people. God damn it! Man, even getting betrayed is pretty good when it's by a pretty lady. There it is! There's our boy! There he is, right there! How perfectly Fujimoto of you, Fujimoto. Please don't be a bitch. You gotta be a bitch about it. Yeah. You're supposed to be allies with the gun devil. Will they be happy with you if you've failed? Oh, I think the answer is no. It never was. Hmm. Yeah, but was it? Even if it's a lie, there's a piece of it that's not a lie. That's the deep underlying tension of the whole film. And perhaps the deep tension of love and connection itself is like. A kiss where you don't try to bite my fucking tongue off, maybe? She seems really sad. I'm guessing she snapped his neck. It's pretty funny. But she seemed quite sad there at the end. Gonna go sit at the cafe? Man. Bye, kitty. No progress on the door scene at the very beginning with Pochita. This is Reze's story, isn't it? Because she was singing. Maybe it was Russian. Maybe it was Russian. That's how that guy saw her. Blood red flower. Is she going to kill herself? Or is she waiting to be killed? Or neither. Maybe it's neither. Maybe it's none of the above. Gone. Not gone! Okay. Okay. The box where we started. She going to the cafe? Just like we followed her before. Okay. With desperation, she's running towards something. I expect her to get hit by a bullet from the gun devil, like, as soon as she clears the opening. Rats. Mice. Whoa. Hi, Makima. A field in the countryside? And you remove them? Oh my god, Makima's gonna kill her. What was that? What are those? Those are weapons. Oh, they're from the angel. Oh my god, he's sitting there waiting for her. Because you did like him. And so we put the fucking Y on the tragedy. They really are alike. They really could have connected, too. Makima. What a great way to build her. Yeah. Both, huh? Both. It's just a place. There are mice being dug up and killed in the countryside, too. Whoo! I think this is the best of them. We're in a new era of anime film, and I think this is the best of them. And I think it will remain the best of them for quite a while. Still 2 minutes for some reason. Ah! God damn it. I knew I needed to wait. Fuck, he's been waiting there for her, huh? God, that sucks. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that was the girl who was perfect for him. And that's the tragedy of it, really. Hmm. She is pretty perfect. When the universe gives you a weirdo. Poor buddy. Are we gonna pull out to the fucking corpse? I guess not. We still have time to do something weird here, though. Nope. I've never seen a data mining notice like that. Bam! Boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. Ah, has your heart exploded? I think my heart has exploded. That was a whole lot of a movie. That was a whole lot of a movie. Okay, the first thing that I say after the film is probably the most important. It's probably what the most people who've watched the film and come to the discussion are going to actually see. So let me get some things out of the way straight out the gate. That was pretty incredible. I think that was an hour and a half that works together explicitly, like perfectly, like extraordinarily. Wow. For an arc choice to make into a film, I can't imagine a better one. It fits so many of the vibes of like a blockbuster film. I think, in a big zoomed out way, that we're in like a new golden age of anime movies. And they've taken this form where it's like, once the thing proves itself as a manga, we make it into an anime. That's been the flow forever. But once it proves itself in the first core of the anime, there's this temporally limited, like time is limited, there's a limited window of opportunity to make a huge amount of money off of feeding it into a blockbuster movie format. Because people, with it still floating around in the backs of their minds, because it aired a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, Jujutsu Kaisen's the same way, fucking a couple of other things are the same way, you've got this opportunity to really capitalize and make a lot of money off of a film. And the money side of things produces the landscape within which something really interesting creatively can happen. And that is that there's enough funding to get enough people together to make a really cool thing in that 1.5 hour span of what a movie is. And so what we're seeing is a development of what a movie is. A movie as a vehicle, as a product, as an element of a larger product, as a piece of media, as a piece of art that needs to stand on its own, that needs to bring in eyes on its own, bring more eyes to the platform and more eyes to the IP, but also capture the sort of the energy that's been generated by the IP in its first course as a TV anime, and then accelerate that, explode it up to the heavens, and make it really, really incredible. But also to make film anime series that get a film adaptation, it gives them a level of like legitimacy. And there's this combo of the legitimacy of anime as a medium is becoming seen as more legitimate. As an economic form, because there's money in it and there's money that can be earned in movie theaters, and as an art form. So I think that on every one of those levels, economically, acceptance, transcending what it was before, and just then being itself a really cool piece of art that I think genuinely pushes forward what the medium can do. The film medium, hour and a half locked in, and also the animation medium can do. I think it pushes those forward. With all of that as our backdrop, in that context, I want to say that I think this is the best of them so far. We're in this new era of these sort of novel adaptations, and I think that MAPPA is really the one, they're the ones pushing the envelope on this as a studio, and I think this is the best of them. Some of the others have had some real flaws, like Jujutsu Kaisen 0, JJK 0 as a film is pretty cool, but it's disconnected from the core storyline. It doesn't follow like the same characters in the same way, and that means that it doesn't have the same grabbiness. It's got this opportunity because you can watch it without having watched everything else. That's neat, but it doesn't have the grabbiness of like, ooh, I want to go see Mario and Luigi in the Super Mario Brothers movie. It's like, no, I want to go see Chainsaw Man in Chainsaw Man. Well, Chainsaw Man and Chainsaw Man. Then it's a concise arc that has a start and a finish because it's all about this character being introduced. Awesome. Then it's necessary viewing for the rest of the series. Like, you can't skip this. This is a part of the show. The things that have been introduced and changed in this are pivotal to the experience of the rest of the show. You gotta watch this. It's part of the whole viewing order. Then it's like a really good story. It's a really good story. Thanks, Fujimoto. Fujimoto's really good at writing really good stories, but he's also really good at writing a really concise arc in a story that could itself be a film. And this maybe comes from something that we know about Fujimoto, which is that he loves film and is going to design and develop his stories around filmic types of arcs, around the types of stories that he likes to see. This is a particularly good type of story for a movie because it's a romance. It's a romance that ends in betrayal. It's star-crossed lovers. It's like the original play. It's the movie. For the time, for the era, for the zeitgeist, for the capacity of animation studios, for the tool sets coming together, this is right at an intersection of perfect timing. And I think that the result stands way above its peers. Way above its peers. I think as this trend continues to prove itself, I find myself coming into the awareness that we, right now, in this decade, in the 2020s, are living through an animation golden age that is, in some ways, very much like the incredible golden age of the 80s, the OVA boom. The background economics don't quite line up, and even if they did, I wouldn't have enough of an understanding of them to really, comprehend what's going on, like a global macroeconomic scale. I don't really understand it. But what seems to have happened is that a new set of opportunities has been discovered in the midst of, the consolidation of streaming media providers, the opportunities being generated by these new IPs, and the option to make film. There's an explosive growth of anime across the board, but this focus that seems to percolate toward the really high end, really high budget, really highly paid for things, because there's an opportunity in them to actually recoup that investment when that opportunity has not existed before. And I think it has to do with global markets opening up to animation. It has to do with the option for box office success. It has to do with streaming provider deals. And it probably has to do with a bunch of factors that I don't understand about the industry and artistry as a whole. But I'm beginning to think that we're in the middle of an age that once it's passed, we will miss deeply. We will feel a great loss. And so I want to do everything that I can to enjoy it while it's here and to not take it for granted. It is not all the time that we have fucking incredible bangers coming out of the most talented people in the globe getting actually paid to make those things because there are actual economic incentives for it. When art and the money line up right, magic can happen. Real magic can happen, and I think this was magic. I think this film was magic. Okay, there's my beginning piece and my overall idea about the film. I think it's really excellent. I think it stands out from its peers. I think it continues this trend of box office success being born out of cool IPs with cool stories to tell, proving themselves in the anime arena, and then getting to step it up into the sort of global box office collective consciousness arena. Normies are going to be hearing about the CSM anime and the CSM movie, and it's just going to spread. That's fucking cool. It's really cool. So, the movie itself, beyond being put together incredibly well, in a way that's really difficult to fathom. I can wrap my head around 24 minutes of really excellently produced anime most of the time. There are occasions when 24 minutes is enough to really genuinely overwhelm me. And it's I gotta watch that 3 times or something. There are some JJK episodes, and there are some Chainsaw Man episodes that absolutely fit that bill. An hour and 20 minutes to actually wrap my mind around this is an endeavor that's going to take me days or weeks. But I can at least come away with some base impressions. This is really well woven together. Part of that is that Fujimoto has written a really interesting character and a really interesting story that's like picture perfect, designed to be a perfect romantic foil for Denji. And it's because she's designed to be a perfect romantic foil for Denji that like we can do any of the predictive math that I did at the beginning. It's like, who's a perfect foil for Denji? How do you write one of those? Well, you make her like him or totally different, and betrayal. Fuck. It was either betrayal or tragedy. It's betrayal. And ain't that the way? Ain't that just the way? The themes are perfect. The character of Reze as a Black Widow, as uh, uh, a seductive temptress, as a femme fatale. She's perfect, right? She's a perfect femme fatale, and only really doesn't seem like a femme fatale because she gets to play so naive in the beginning, right? But is fully capable. As soon as we meet her, we're like under her spell. It's like she snaps her fingers and casts a spell on Denji, and we're just in it. I think the themes and questions around the core of love, connection, and romance are really powerful. I think there's a challenge here, and I struggle to divide whether it's a unique challenge to the way that I watched this film or a universal challenge that was understood to be part of the challenge of the film. And the challenge that, as I see it, is how do you make your audience, not Denji, Denji's under author control, right? We can make him do whatever we want. How do you make your audience fall in love with a girl who's guaranteed to die? Okay, like, I know that she's not guaranteed to die, but, like, it's guaranteed to fall apart. For me, at least, that's the premise that I came into this film with, and maybe that is, like, a big flaw. Maybe that's a terrible disservice that I did to myself in terms of my capacity to enjoy the film. But I want to posit that maybe the authors and creators knew that that was a strong possibility, that people would be very suspicious of this beautiful girl. And there are enough hints early on in the film that 100% watching it back, the hints are obvious, but even thinking back, the hints are fairly obvious. The one that stands out to me is when we get the OP sequence, and she fucking hands him a grenade pin and explodes, right? It's like, that's right on. So, I don't, I'm going to choose to think that the authors kept it as like a Schrodinger's idea. Maybe the audience will catch on that something is sinister here, and maybe they won't. And we need to build a romance that works either way. I think because I think it works either way, I think that's what they had to have done. Because I do think it works either way. I think that going in, even if I believed that Reze was going to betray Denji, I wouldn't have, like... I still come out of it questioning whether she was actually lying. And I think it's that questioning, that uncertainty, that bone stuck in the back of my throat that sort of... it prevents the whole thing from being wrapped up, put away, and case closed. Just like in every real relationship that ends, there are these unanswered questions, these what ifs, these like maybes. As long as the relationship doesn't end with like you actually trying to fucking kill each other. But here we demonstrate that even with that, like, even going through the whole speed running, the whole thing of infatuation to comfort to fucking absolutely hating each other and trying to murder each other to kind of forgiving each other and going different ways. Even after that, there's this sense, this feeling like the whole thing was important. Like, the parts at the beginning, even if they're tainted by the things at the end, are untouchably powerful, as I said at the very beginning. that even if the love is destined to fail, it might be worthwhile to love. And so I'm glad that I said at the beginning that for me, I fall on the side of believing that love and connection are worthwhile, even if they are doomed. And I think that this movie affirms that for me. I think that there's loss here and we gain by it. Yeah? Because we learn and we interact and we grow. There's something dramatically human about these two people who are so completely different from everybody else, finding a connection between their masks almost, and that connection belies a connection of the people who are under those masks, and yet the masks come in and like get in the way. It feels just so multifacetedly right. The part that's a wrinkle is that she has an ulterior motive for coming in and meeting him in the first place, we can assume. And so the whole thing is fraught from the beginning, but I don't know. I think it's still... there's still something real about it, huh? There's a line from Monogatari that is about fakes and how the fake is sometimes more real than the real thing because it tries so hard to be the real thing. And I wonder if there's any application of that here to Reze. You faking all those feelings and experiences, those are still experiences, still moments, still... And it's the real part about it, the teaching him to swim, that ends up being a weapon for Denji, right? It ends up coming around to be the thing that foils Reze at the end, is an act that, in teaching him, I don't think that we can deny that there's something loving about it, something caring about it, even if it's to facilitate a lie. You're still teaching him something. There's something really interesting about that. Fuck, man, Fujimoto, how did you do that? How did you do that? Huh. Okay, so look, the film is absolutely drop-dead gorgeous. The thing that stands out to me, beyond all the fucking crazy action and stuff, put that all aside, character animation. Flat character animation. Flat character animation. How do I even describe this? The way that these guys look here. The way that, I don't know. Let's get a scene of characters like walking. Oh gosh, the cut play in the film going cafe sequence is so brilliant, and the music and sound design too. Oh my god, the sound design and music all throughout. The metal sequence that we get during part of the fight, the way we drop the music out and bring it back up, the builds for romantic stuff. Music throughout the film is absolutely god tier. Tippity top tier, some of the best that I have ever seen, ever. I really wonder who's in charge of sound direction for this episode, the film. Okay, but I was trying to make a point about the way that characters look when they're walking around, and I'm kind of struggling to find a place where I can make the point effectively. Honestly, here works. We've got detail, perfect fluidity of shirts and clothes and hair and raindrops, sort of solid, highly detailed backgrounds with these very anime characters moving amongst them. The feeling that I get is one that I have not gotten from animated film since the Patlabor movies. The Patlabor movies are excellent. They're Mamoru Oshii films, and Oshii has a particular, like, semi-hyper-realistic, I don't fucking know what to call it. It's semi-realistic style of art and animation, and it's beautiful. It creates a detail and attention to it that I think other animation styles for films kind of lose, and it creates a wow, I'm watching cinema kind of an effect that I think is really potent, and I think it's throughout here. I think that there's a sense that's similar to it throughout this film, and I really enjoy it. Just the simple way that the characters move, and then the way that they fucking explode into action, and the whole of Dark and Light is under our command, and we bring in, like, deeply saturated moments to accent sequences, but but a huge amount of the film is toned back so that the shapes can really read. And there are all these stylistic shifts where we go fully shadowless in Kaganashi, and there are all these clearly really incredible one-off animators brought in for particular cuts. See, this is what happens. I try to like wrap my mind around too much of it, and I let the scope of what I'm thinking grow too much, and I start to fry. I start to really have my brains frying. Because it's incredible. I mean, truly, I can't comprehend it effectively. I can't wrap my mind around it. Because when we really pull back, for me, for where I am as a mediocre artist, just the idea of designing a character's face like Reze's that has so much to it, that has an eye design that I find genuinely unique, having looked at anime character eyes for like decades. How the fuck? A girl who's simultaneously like obviously stunningly cute and yet has that element of uniqueness that makes you feel like maybe there's something special about me for finding her so cute. Like maybe she's not like a model or perfect or anything. She's like, she's my perfect, you know? What a perfect novel manic pixie dream girl, yeah? And I'm sorry for throwing that phrase in there. It's so overwrought and doesn't really apply, but it is kind of the role that she's trying to play, right? Someone whose biggest claim is that they're interested in you. So how do you design a face that you can love and hate? That will read when you first meet her as opportunity, and will read at the end of your relationship as, like, tragedy. I don't know, but there it is. It exists before me. And she smiles and the world lights up. Like, what a triumph. That is an absolute fucking triumph. I'm of the opinion that it's the simplest types of stories with a good twist that lodge themselves in our minds most effectively. And this, a perfect romantic betrayal with the question of, does she really love him at the end? And the answer as she goes back to the cafe, that yes, but it is not to be. This might be the perfect story for a movie. And this might be the perfect movie to tell it. Good God. There are so many things, so many little things that I want to say in so many different places in so many different ways. I feel like I could wax philosophical and verbose about every fucking scene. From the interactions that she has with coffee shop guy to the sort of understated and then overstated and then understated way that we sexualize her, or that perhaps she sexualizes herself again. That we kind of take her from like cute girl next door to like bad bitch. Bad bitch bomb dominatrix, bomby mommy. Maybe it reveals some things about Fujimoto's sexual preferences, but it's cool. It plays with emotions and expectations and sexualization in a really novel and interesting way. I love characters who are embodied in a sexual manner, and I think that Reze, when she sheds her masks, embody like the body that she fits in is sexual and is sexualized, and I think that it flows throughout. Like we kind of nix the idea that we're going to do panty shots, and then we do a bunch of panty shots because she's dressed in only panties, which I think is hilarious and also absolutely taking the piss. Like, it is designed to piss somebody off. And I just think it's cool. I just think it's rad. Like, punk rock, man. I don't know, maybe that's because of how I feel about goth girls, but like punk rock, man, go off. Dress how you want. Wait. Okay, I want to make a note here. This is more than that. This is actually really important and it's pivotal to the movie. And as I was going through editing this sequence, I found myself nodding along with myself and then shaking my head at myself because I think I got it right and then I got it wrong. I think it's cool that Reze is sexualized, and I think the fact that she's sexualized is important, but I think I missed why. Why? Because it's what Denji's fucking focused on. Ya boy has been chasing the pussy. Sorry to put it so grossly, but that's the truth of the thing. And now the pussy is fighting back. That's the story that we're telling here. It bites. I just wanted to make that note because even if it's pretty obvious and pretty simple, I had not gotten it before, and it felt like an oh shit, no, that's the way of things. So there you go. I don't know. There are too many thoughts spiraling around in my mind because it's a confusing thing. It's like love and betrayal and sexy and then terror. Ah, we jump between titillation and then your guts being ripped out by a monster, and somewhere in that contrast is where Fujimoto finds great joy in fucking with us. That's what it feels like. It's like, here, have garbage trash horror and then also sexy titties in the middle of it. Have fun with that. Gosh, I'm my mind has been made split. What a cool thing. Because I'm going back through these scenes, I'm looking at our faces, and I'm remembering how I felt in those moments, which is suspicious. Suspicious. And now I look back at them and I know how this plays out. I know how it goes bad. That was my question going in. How does this go bad? I know how it goes bad. And instead of suspicion, I've got like, it's not nostalgia, but a fondness. Despite everything, a fondness. A, a feeling like if I'm the audience who's required to fall in love with this character for the story to go on, then I say yes, okay, let's go on. I know that it will lead to my heart being ripped out. I know that I'll survive it. Again, sometimes I think of media and particularly stories as almost a form of programming, like a set of scripts that get delivered into your brain by somewhere else. For example, I think that there's a classic shonen heroic script that's something like set my eyes on something way above what I'm supposed to be able to reach, like a star, the One Piece, becoming the Hokage, something really big, you know? Um, wish upon a star, Jiminy Cricket style, and then align self, learn everything that you can from a mentor, generate new possibilities, and drive forward toward it. And that's sort of like the shonen framework, right? And I think that if you watch a couple of those, it imbues into you a piece of programming that's like, if I have a goal that's bigger than me, this is how I achieve it. And it's, I set my eye line on the horizon and on the star, and I aim for something higher than I can achieve, and then I really fucking try, and then I go for it. Okay, that's a script, and I don't think you necessarily had it before, and then it can get given to you. And I think that if you're able to see that script as applicable potentially to your real life in the way that the heroic narrative is, as like, there's a monster out there, it's bigger than you, or let's take a different one, which is the dragon story, right? You're in a walled city. There's a dragon out there in the unknown. It's scary. It's big. It's a monster, and it's got a pretty girl and also money. You can go kill it. Okay, that presents a framework for you as well. Presents a script of like, there are things that I want in the world. Where are they? Well, they're outside of my walled city, where the monsters are. The dragons have them, and that's where I'm going to get sex and money. That's a useful script, a useful program, one that's repeated over and over throughout media. Here's one. Uh, there's a parent. Their child is in danger. The parent says, "You live on," and sacrifices themselves to save the child. Script. I posit that these scripts have a genuine effect on the people who intake them, and they prepare those people's minds in some way to make the same kinds of choices. People were sacrificing themselves long before movies, but I think that if you watch a bunch of movies about heroic sacrifice, you're going to be much more capable, if the situation arises, of making the proper heroic sacrifices in that moment. I don't have any evidence to back this up. I just think it's true. I think that people generally live inside stories, and that if you present someone with a story path, it becomes part of their background of, like, judgment making. Kind of like Aki seeing the future. It becomes one of the future possibilities that they see as, like, well, I could follow this script and it might play out this way. They come into a situation where they need something and there's a scary monster outside. They're like, well, maybe I'll take up a sword and go fight it. And maybe that'll play out in a great way and I'll get a princess and a bunch of money. I think this film might be a perfectly designed script for saying yes to love. Because love is always putting your heart in the hands of someone who might betray you. In fact, 9 out of 10 times they will. And there's this thematic resonance piece in Makima going to the movies a bunch of times, being like, only one out of every so many means anything to me. You may have to say yes to 10 partners before you find one that's reasonable. And yet you still have to say yes. So how do we prepare the human wanderer through reality with the script necessary to convince them that something good might happen if they say yes, even if something bad happens if they say yes? I think this film might be something akin to an answer to that. Here's a story where saying yes leads you to intense pain and loss. Say yes anyway. I don't know. The walking sequence, how standout it is, how much it stands out from everything else, is really cool in a way that doesn't get answered until later. I think that's really deeply clever. But they managed to make it still stand out here at the beginning. And yet, here he is. Our B-plot around Angel Devil and Aki and Makima is really interesting. And Angel Devil's loyalties. I guess there's another question. Even if you know it's bad for you, can you say no? That's hard. Okay, so here, even as I just fade through a couple of these moments from school and the fact that that doesn't exist, and she's lying and pretending throughout this. The way she talks about him becoming being a devil hunter and he doesn't question her knowledge about it. The camera flow between them. There's so much unspoken that has more meaning when it's seen again. And I think that all those meanings, like, we pick up on that subconsciously, even if we don't know what's going on. It's like something important is happening. And it is. Creepy typhoon guy is super creepy. And I think he's like rotoed. That's my guess. Also, this scene, I think during the reaction I said, like, oh, that's exactly like Aki in the shower. It's not what I was thinking. I was thinking of Ghetto in the shower in a totally different show, also produced by Mappa, maybe animated by the same guy, who knows. But, wow. I love that this guy's just sort of a sacrificed villain. Perfect. Now, there's a spider at the beginning. I want to try to track spiders in the school sequence. Because we do tangled power lines. That's something, but it's not a spider. Oh. This. What? Google help. Daphne Daphnis and Chloe by French Rococo artist Francois Boucher, created in 1743. Illustrates a scene from the Greek pastoral romance by Longus, depicting the shepherd Daphnis watching the shepherdess Chloe sleep. Sensuous, idyllic, and romantic depiction of pastoral life. The country. The country! Partially nude figures, openly sensual tone. In the end of the story of Daphnis and Chloe, both of whom being abandoned at birth, they get discovered by a goat herd and a shepherd. They grow up together and fall in love, but don't understand what that love is. Then are separated in various ways, get recognized by their birth parents, get married, and live out a happy life in the countryside. So they're the opposite story. They're the what could be. So we walk past them because tonight we leave that possibility behind. Right? God damn it, Fujimoto. Did he draw it out in the fucking manga? Did he? God damn, it's gorgeous. We start to do this focusing in on features and expressions and how can you not fall in love? Who knows the answer? Very good. Smart. Such a genius. God. Erona. And then she starts to talk about how the place you're working at now is bad. Maybe you should come away with me. And it seems as though she's going to try to convince him. Almost as though killing him is not a requirement. As though maybe there's another option. But I don't know. It seems as though she doesn't want to kill him. That she wants to talk it through. But I don't know. So the spider in the web, that's our first spider in the web. No moth. And then, is it when she takes her clothes off that he gets entrapped? So sexy. Yeah. No, it's once he jumps in. Oh boy. Okay, I gotta go way back. Because I've moved through all of this. This is my favorite sequence in the film. I think. The invitation, the brazenly spoken unspoken. The reveal. I remember exactly what it's like to be 16. To be infatuated with a particular girl and to want nothing more than to see more of her. I remember it exactly. I remember the particular birthday pool party where I got that wish. And I think that this scene somehow manages a level of innocence to the completely not innocent sexualization that's happening between these characters. It feels like either I'm here as a part of it or I'm invisibly watching something really intimate, and yet I don't feel like I'm intruding necessarily. There's such a line being walked here, right? And it has to be walked super carefully. But without any of the things that anime sort of tries to lean on to sexualize its characters, Reze manages to be incredibly erotic to Denji and to us in his place. And I think there's something understated and deeply beautiful about it. It generates fondness in me. Not like the kind of lustful sense of seeing somebody in like a really sexy outfit, but the kind of fond comfortedness of seeing somebody that you care about feeling comfortable. That's strange. How did we manage that? And then again, that invitation that's in her eyes, in her smile, in the tilt, in everything. I am starting to want to learn. And off comes the top. It's dark, I can't see anyway. But of course, that's a lie. He can see everything. And then his mind fries. And he's running into the water. And he runs in and jumps. After turmoil, turmoil, turmoil. Hurry up, come on. Bam. And there's this beautiful moment as he hangs in the air where he becomes totally shadowless inside the eye. Splash. And then we're underwater exactly as we will be again later with the music kicking up. And this whole scene is built to embed this moment into your memory so that when we pull at it again, you can't help but have it evoked. And it's perfect. It's perfect. We have a moment of like glorious reflected water droplets, which I think, I mean, maybe it's not intentional, but I think it's a reference to like the web of droplets that is reality. It's like I believe Hindu way of looking at the world is like each universe is a bubble reflected in all of the other infinite bubbles that are heading in every direction, and we sort of get that scene and then have it in the spider's web as well. As we move through and sort of skip through and talk about these scenes in broad, I want to make note of something that we're missing throughout, which is the deep sensual nature of them. That we are incredibly focused on elements that have feeling to them. Stuff like the feet hitting the ground, the water splashing over, little details that fill the world with life and realism. And I just want to make note of them because as we're skipping over, they disappear. They disappear as you go second by second in animation because they happen in the milliseconds. And it's in those milliseconds that the beauty of getting captured by the screen happens, and it doesn't happen when we're skimming through it. So skimming through it is never a substitute. Watching it at increased speed, to me, is never a substitute because the sense, the feeling of being in the moment is lost, is inevitably lost. I just want to make note of that because so much of the beauty of this film is in those individual moments, is in the perfection of the lighting and the music and feeling it all and going along with this flow of it. And I think it's the care that's paid to those elements that allows the film to take up its entire runtime, feel like it breathes at the point where it needs to breathe, feel like there are lulls, and feel like it delivers something awesome in every second that it's on screen. Even when it's doing very little, even when it's pulling back. That pulling back is like the rush of waves for another one to come in. And it's necessary. It's a needed part of the flow. The whole thing just flow. Oh, God, it's so good. It's so fucking stunningly good. What I mean is, like, we skip through this scene. Okay, it's your boy underwater with his hair being broccolied, but there's like... There's care and movement, and you can get lost in any moment of this film. I think that's spectacular. The little sparkles, the little lights. Incredible. And down comes the rain. And it flushed the spider out, eh? I love that we get the Country Mouse, City Mouse explained here. I did not know about this Aesop's Fable, or Aesop, and I'm glad to. I think that the way that it's explained here in the background, it fits that every piece in its place feeling that the film has. The film just feels like it doesn't have a piece out of place. It really feels kind of immaculate. It feels, again, it's the best of them. It's the best of them. The Demon Slayer movies Get the fuck right up out of here. You might have started part of this trend. You ain't the leader in it no more. Chainsaw Man is. What does the angel devil say here? No idea. Of course Denji would want to be the city mouse. And of course she would want to be the country. But fucking Makima goes and digs up mice in the country. And she uses the mice in the city. We'll talk about that at the end, eh? And the turn. We have a moment where we don't get to witness it, but she's unmasked here. I know that, like, I said it while it was happening, but I just want to point it out again. This is so fucking cool. She doesn't say anything, she doesn't do anything, she just stands up, but she's not the girl that we've been talking to during this scene. She's a different person. And then, when we hold her here in this square, isolating, confining. Of course, the direction doesn't take into account that she might be a part of things here, so we do it as full horror, and I think it's wonderful. It's really fun. Why is his mind so clouded by different people's faces? He's thinking about the two people, and it ends up being the angel, and then there's Kobeni in there with the moles, I think? It's really strange. Yeah, that's Kobeni. Like, what? How confused is he? I don't know. But then it all comes together with Hanakawa and... Wait, that's not right. With these two. What a sexy sequence. Contrasted with running for your life, horror, hell. Beautiful. Chizu. But of course that is not to be. And she sings her little song. She sings her little song, and the visual is populated by this montage of disconnected elements. What? We do a couple moments of stuff falling directly at her eye. They're really cool. Jeez. There's so much impressive animation throughout this film. Just the idea of trying to touch on that. Even to touch on it. Even to, like, point at any of it. And we haven't even touched Reze becoming explosive yet. My god. Bing! Happy! Everything's fine. I'm a cute girl. To the festival. I love how the film flows. It just doesn't give a fuck. I imagine that it might flow the same way in the manga, but again, that comes to Fujimoto's style, and it's fucking awesome. This is such a great setup of beautiful lights with all this memory haze around it, so it feels a little funky, and then it all collapses during the apple down, fireworks go off. He says no, kind of, and so she bites his fucking tongue out while the fireworks happen. Ah, what a roller coaster. It's beautiful, too. I mean, this is animation that's impressive. Not even talking about After Effects and post-processing to make this all feel the way that it does, because that's incredible. All of this to build sense and feeling and love, connection, a secret spot where no one else ever comes. So we make the pitch about running away, and I'll ask my friend. That friend is the gun devil, isn't it? We can go to school together there someday. And then we start cutting it, so she's on one side and he's on the other. Now there's a wall between us, because in so many ways he's saying no. But he doesn't realize what he's saying no to. For her, this is a hard split. So a thing that for him is just waffling, for her is a breakup. And so we have conflict. I thought we were meant to be together. Oh, I don't think so. He, in his innocence and naivete and his lack of experience, is completely unpicky. He just wants someone who can fill a role. That's why when he closes his eyes and thinks about love. It's all these different characters. It doesn't really matter, does it? Not until later. Not until they've already torn each other's hearts out a little bit. Then it matters. But it doesn't really matter. She could kind of be anyone. He falls for her immediately, right? The only thing she has to do is show interest. I think she knows that. Out there in the dating market, and I think there are a lot of dynamics that end up feeling like this, if only temporarily. Maybe it's a rite of passage to go through the experience of being a fool who doesn't know what you want. I don't know. But she wants something. It's just not him as he is. It's a part of him. She's aiming for his heart, for an ulterior motive. And so this will not fly for her. I see. Little girl, the firework goes up, we're kissing, and then it's blood. This moment here, like, let me get to the exact frame before it happens. There's stuff, there's Denji Shaku, caramel apple, wow. And then she gets bumped by Shark Boy running through, right? Walk, 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 crush. That's blood splatter. And she's still holding him. So this moment, right here, before anything has gone wrong, I don't know if I've seen a better example of a moment that feels like, oh, victory, and it's actually a defeat. A moment where the feeling that I get is so dramatically different from what's actually happening on screen. I think it's really cool. There's so much playing with the audience's expectation in this film and throughout Fujimoto's works. I really enjoy it. I like getting played with. I think that's what I'm discovering. I like getting my expectations played with. Maybe that fits in context, doesn't it? Denji's sure getting his expectations played with. Cat got your tongue, eh? Oh, what a beautiful sequence that then goes incredibly yandere flip hard. What the fuck, man? Nope, no ripcord. Fucking Shark Boy. Ah, he's such a good boy. Okay, I want to watch the first couple of her lighting up explosions because they're awesome. She's the bomb devil! Sick. Sick. And then this shit. So, is she made up of fuses? Is that the idea? I think that's the idea. That's fucking sick. And reveal. Okay, I want to watch this guy. Reminds me of Genos in One Punch Man. Some of the takeoffs. And then the rocketing through the trees. Oh, wow. Boom. And then this whole sequence is shot and put together a lot like the fire volcano boy who attacks on the street in Jujutsu Kaisen. Feels very similar in a lot of ways. I wonder if they're reusing any assets or like lighting situations and things from that. Whoa! Some of these impact frames are really freaking cool looking. And then this beautiful on ones, perfectly matched ice skater stuff sweeping through. I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm getting overwhelmed because I'm trying to I'm trying to consider all the slow stuff and all the sped up stuff and then the impact frames all together. And it's too much. It's too much. My brain can't compute. I can only witness. That's what it feels like. It feels like I can only witness. Okay, this is the moment that she throws this little ball. And then we follow it. This moment where we're following it, I said looks like a Yutaka Nakamura cut. Because it looks like a Yutaka Nakamura cut. There's a particular cut that this looks like, and I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to find it. It might be one of the ones from Blood Blockade Battlefront. From Kekai Sensen. Regardless of who drew that, what a fucking thing to draw. Huh. There are a number of cuts in this film that I would not be surprised if they took top slot on Sakagaburu within the month. I wonder if any of them already have. Oh my gosh, even the Aki beating this dude up sequence is beautiful. Really, every element of the film is beautiful. Incredibly so. God, she's so deeply scary. This is where we separate her halves, and that's when we start to have her in panties. Which is such a filmic thing, right? Because they would have blown up with everything else. Oh, I loved this moment where we shift styles in the explosion. Boom, boom, and then there's a third. There. That's really cool. Hot. It's hot. Fujimoto really just wanted to draw that ass, huh? I think so. That's my guess. So I want to see the future that Aki sees. Oh, it's their heads. It's her. He's about to see. Yeah. Yeah. So at this point, we transition to a big fight chase thing, and it's all zooming through city streets, CG cars, CG camera situations blended with 2D camera for like anime shots. Inside car, outside car, her jumping on top of car, big explosions launching us through space, which sort of sets up this ability to hurtle through the air, which we're going to do later when she launches Denji. It feels like the camera can go anywhere, like the story can go anywhere, like we're just so unbounded. It's kind of like being in a Superman movie where he can just sort of like boom and fly. It's weird. It's cool. I love that he doesn't stay to fight. Bye. Thanks. Oh, poor Kobeni. Incredibly sexy, yet understated. How? I don't know. I just like it. I like it. It's good. It's fun. Every single girl I ever meet always tries to kill me. Why doesn't anybody want Denji's heart? All I want is a fucking girlfriend. I've got Makima. Makima! That witch. And at this point, she goes like, even if we got away, we would never get away? I wonder what that means. Okay, so this then goes into explosion extravaganza, and I think my brain has the next like 5 minutes as explosion, go through building, chaos. It's kind of one of the downsides of having so much incredible fucking shit going on, is it's like a lot of shit. Kind of all bleeds together. Sometimes I think that perhaps having just one really incredible cut makes it stand out much more. But at the same time, I'm so grateful to have like an hour of incredible shit. It's just that it doesn't lend itself to this format of like trying to understand it all at once. It lends itself much better to being given time to breathe and then rewatching it a few days or a week later and thinking it through and stuff. And I think I'll do that, but I want to get as much out of it as I can here and now. Okay, rocketing Denji time. Meow. I love this shot from inside the building. Really cool. And then she follows up. Ew. Aki versus Reze is awesome. Using it all the way through. But sometimes there is not a good option. Sometimes there is not a way out. God, just the specter, the shadow turning inside the... and rushing through the smoke. This movie is really cool. It's kind of like in every scene, for every element, the whole staff asked, how can we make this the coolest that it could be? And then they did it. And the result is that it's really fucking cool. It's almost like trying really hard on something works. It's almost like putting an immense amount of money into a property and having an incredible number of talented people work on it works. Fucking big asshole showing up. Okay, Angel Devil says, earlier with Aki, I am a devil too. I believe that humans should suffer. But Angel Devil alone, she's a woman dying, offers comfort, says you're going to heaven, and brings her blood to Denji and apologizes for it. That's pretty interesting. Doing a thing, a good thing, that you would deny of yourself. It's interesting. I love this moment when he sits up and like a bunch of dust like flies off of him. I'll just find the frame. Yeah, and he's just whole. It's pretty cool. Shark is so damned funny. Angel is saying, you know about the chainsaw devil. Like, you know secret information about this devil. Tell us the secrets. And his answer is, Lord Chainsaw, so chainsaws. He fast. Wow. And then he swings from building to building. I see. Wow. Wow. It's beautiful. The fact that the rest of this movie happens from Shark back, I don't know what to think about it. I don't have thoughts in my brain anymore. I think it's all just mush. But what an incredible Sharky boy he is. We love him very much. Okay. I just wanted to look at this one sequence where we bounce across this building as it explodes with the shark. I particularly love the contrasting colors of the explosions here. And the way that they sort of like create space as they sort of weave in between where the shark is. So she's like skating around, flinging balls of hell, and we're like with stuff exploding behind us, and these beautiful colors as we get closer and further away. Rad. We have this incredible moment between Aki and the angel. Let me go, and he won't. He doesn't want to watch more people die. We start bashing Denji and Shark around. This is where we separate Denji from Shark, and then he goes bouncing through some stuff. So is this where we're going to get Kaganashi? Bye, buddy! Yeah, moments later we will. Okay, another sequence that I think could top Sakakabura's top is right here. We've got this sort of 3D spatial stuff going on where we're rotating or willing to rotate around the characters, and then they're like spinning around and meeting, exploding outward, and meeting again. It's way beyond fucking cool. There's also this really cool use of cutting out to wides and then impacting in to create incredibly powerful accents. What the fuck, man? And then it all devolves into these, I don't even know how to think of them, liquid metal, almost. my mind goes to like the T2000 being liquid metal. These liquid metal versions of the characters moving mostly on ones around each other, shapes within them blending and bleeding, and the camera sort of moving around them as we go. All of this, I feel like, is rotoed, but then altered so dramatically to make it really incredible. Boom. And then back into it in the darkness, his eyes, shing. This looks like some sequences from Hero Aka, like, oh man, like a couple of things, and like nothing else that's ever been animated before. So, who's the guy who did the Jujutsu Kaisen, like, whooshing, spinning, whooshy cut? Also did an immense amount of Chainsaw Man when we did Chainsaw Man. I just can't remember his name. I think there's a W in there. How much of this film is he responsible for? How the fuck did they do this? Because this is just the start of it, too. We're already like 12 styles deep into just this sequence. We're going Kaganashi here, intermediate in different frames, bouncing around and through. I hardly even know what's happening anymore. Boom! And then this sequence, I mean, this is the Birdie the Mighty sequence. No, it's Shingo Yamashita. It's Shingo Yamashita in Tetsuan Birdie Decode 2. And we're just going to go through this sequence real quick because there's, like, direct reference. Boom. We get this running up into speed. Throop. And we lose all of our shadows, all of our lines. Become just darts. Here's bam. We launch Birdie. Launched through buildings, blam, 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 across, and into, and blam, 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 and out the other side, and blam, 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 and then down to the ground, skitter, 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 and then we're chasing. Okay, back to your boy. Pull the ripcord, here we are, there's the punch, here's our launch at an angle, blam, 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 skid, 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 and then we take his perspective, out the side, flying. Whoa. So who did that? In the here and now, who did that? I don't know. So then we split ways and we go after the big typhoon boy, which leads to this insane flying through space, all this stuff spiraling around sequence that again is really dramatically reminiscent of some of the ending sequence of Jujutsu Kaisen, with the train in particular, flying around and through. What the fuck? He does draw very silly things sometimes. Watanabe? Is that the name I'm looking for? Oh, it's really silly. And then these, like, almost watercolory backgrounds. Whoa. This is fucking incredible. This whole thing with the... all it is sense of space and speed and violence. I like it. And through. Glorious victory. Blam! Green. Ah, juicy. Launch into the sky. Bash Denji around. Boing, boing, boing. It's incredible. I can't even think anymore. Poor shark. A really cool final battle where Denji has learned how to use his chainsaws more interestingly, and it's fucking awesome. Reminds me of Fine from Symphogear. But his final victory is to embrace her and fall into the water. A moment that ties the whole film back together. That, as we bring the music back in, evokes the whole of their relationship, all of the love of it, all of the beauty, and all of the tragedy. Part of the art of film is making moments that mean something. The whole film is a moment. It's just an hour and a half. It's a pitiful period of time, tiny. But within that hour, we have the opportunity to create a landscape of emotions and feelings and thoughts. And within those, we can create moments that have deeper meaning. Things that wrap in a single scene the whole of the idea. This is a moment like that. Here, wrapped up, face to face, mostly naked, by his own chains, at the bottom of the ocean, with the memory playing behind. This moment means the entire film, I think. We're there in the pool, and we're here at the end. We're together, and we're disconnected. Tied together, sunk at the bottom of the ocean. And our only way free is to go separate ways. Denji's attitude at the end is pretty close to what I was hoping for from him. Yeah, there's all this shitty stuff going on, but at least I get to wake up and do what I want the next day, you know? I can forgive. I can survive. If I capture you and hand you over, I'd feel wrong. Can't do it. And here, if someone's going to kill me, I'd rather it be a beautiful woman. Gets her to crack and actually genuinely laugh. Do you really still believe that I like you for real? I don't know. It was all a lie, she says. The way I blushed, it was all a lie. I just trained myself how to do it. And I failed. Was it a lie, though? That's the question that should haunt us, I think. I still like you. After all of this, after everything. And he falls for it again at the end, and she seems so deeply sad about that. I feel like I want desperately to understand this moment. I have a thought about it, I think, in the context of what we find out about her as, like, a disconnected orphan. And if I follow the thread of her being a lie and a fake, she runs back to him after he says he still likes her. But there's, like, cunning in her eye here. We don't say anything. She goes in for a kiss, fakes it, snaps his neck. Turns away. You should learn to be a bit smarter. You see me rubbing my last two brain cells together, furiously trying to make a spark? Here's my spark. I think Reze, like all people to some extent, wants desperately to be seen accurately for who she actually is. And I think in this circumstance, that means Denji calling her a liar. And I think his golden retriever energy willingness to say yes again says something to her that she can't. I don't know. I ran out of brain juice. There it goes. I'd like your help with this one. What do you think of this scene here at the end? Why do you think Reze turns back? Just to pull one over on Denji once more? If so, Why is there such emotion in her when she walks away? He says he'll go and he'll wait for her, and he does. She goes back to him. The witch and her angel. So Reze's arc is buttoned up. And all of the energy of it serves to slowly feed into the legend that is Makima. 10. 10 out of 10. That's the first of these films that gets that. Of this era of, like, we're going to do a core of a show and then we're going to do an arc as a film. This is the first of them that stands on its own, really, truly. The Kimetsu one was pretty cool, but mostly garbage. Had a cool sequence at the end. Kind of takes to the extreme that idea of, like, one good action sequence. It's a cool film. It's fun. It's fine. The Jujutsu film had the potential, but it's not connected enough to the storyline. It's not there. I think the Hiroaka movies were pretty cool. But this is a 10. What a time to be alive, folks. What a time to be alive. People are making 10 out of 10 animation. Oh, shit. Oh, God. I just looked over at my video and I saw that it was, like, frozen. I don't know how long it's been frozen. It might have been frozen for a long time. Uh-oh. Well, I'll find out in post, and maybe this will be mostly an audio reaction. That would suck balls. Oh, well. I still have one thing that I want to do, and that's that I want to go back over here to Brave, and I want to... I want to go back over here to Brave, and I want to look at some of the cuts, maybe the first page, from the Chainsaw Man movie, and I want to see if there are any, at least, presumptions about who did what. So let's do... I don't know, let's do maybe this row and onward. 13, 14, 15 cuts. Not too bad. We'll take it, and let's go. Riki Matsuura. The painterly. And this big setup. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Wouldn't have been my take for highest cut on the list, but fuck. Sota Yamazaki, Yurika Nakanishi, and Artist Unknown. This is running away, running away, running away. Darkness, him running forward in the darkness. And then thwing, thwing, bing, bang, boom. Okay. Whoa! Takahiro Watabe, Yamazaki, Tomoki Yoshikawa, Howa, Nothing Yukun. Ooh, is this the whole water? Oh, this is the first water sequence. That's a lot of animators for this sequence. It makes sense, though. We've got so many styles that we jump through, and and this stuff, there's so much emphasis on the scene. The scene needs to stand out. It needs to be perfect for it to rhyme at the end. Yen BM has us launching our shark away, rocketing. Oh, this is the freeze frame Reze punches. Poor shark boy. Riki Matsuura continues to deliver. Ooh, this is Shark Boy Through the Darkness. And then is this the explosions as well? Whoa. There's no way that that's all one person. Are you joking? There's no way. If that's actually true, a massive solo effort here, well done. This sequence is one person? Fuck me. Okay. Akiko Kuda. Well, that's really cute. I don't recall seeing this. Daniel Kim and Shota Shigetsugu. This is where we run through the thing. Oh, yep, this is the weird hurtling bang, boom, bam. And then we're separated. Okay. Kaito Tomioka has us rocketing through space, getting exploded and boomed everywhere. Incredible. This is Ninuma. Wait, Ninuma with the faces? With the faces and stuff? So wait, isn't Ninuma the same person who Jujutsu Kaisen with the weird face sequences? Let me do this. Geto in shower. Okay, so it is Keiichiro Watanabe who I was thinking of about a different thing. I'm off looking for the cut of Geto in the shower, and I'm not finding it. I feel like it is. I don't know, though. Hey, Bahi. Wait. Did Bahi do Scrambly Boy? No, he did this. Huh. Okay. I wouldn't have... Oh, this, maybe. I wouldn't have pegged this as a Bahi cut. That's really cool. Shu Sugita. Oh, yeah. Light and speed and violence. Yeah, fucking awesome. Oh my god, and then the flare at the end. Keiichiro Watanabe. Hey! Aren't the trains and some of the debris and background CGI? Best sequence of the movie for me. This made me grin from ear to ear. Waited the entire film for the Watanabe sequence, thinking I missed it, but when I saw it, it's the most obvious thing. Yep, yeah, Yeah, so this looks familiar because it's the Scrambly Bamble. Who else is it gonna be? Mr. W. It's Mr. W. Okay. Julian Bentley. Oh, for the final sequence? Whoa, cool. Good for you, Julian. And Verkreek, which is them colliding in this office building. The freeze frame. The bam. And what about the moments at... Yeah, this thing. Bam, bam, flip. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Easy winner for me. And finally, Sauce-a-Lot. With the continuation of the same sequence, the full darkness, and is this where we jump into full Kaganashi stuff at the end? Yeah. Boom. Ding, 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 ding. It's like we're witnessing the arsenal of options, of weapons, of tools being really put together. What's the setup of tools that leads to really cool blockbuster animation? And it's like Kaganashi Shadows, Verkreek, Keiichiro Watanabe, whoever's doing sound direction on this fucking thing for Mappa. That's cool. I feel more than anything since the change that I felt with Ufotable and Demon Slayer. More than any time since then, I feel like I am in the midst of a whirlwind of change and of creation. Almost like standing at the birth of a new medium. Like, anime is not a new medium, but this chapter in anime is new. And we just witnessed it hit a grand and dramatic and fascinating and beautiful peak. And I hope it's not the peak. I hope this isn't peak. Yeah? I know that that's become the meme now, is to be like, cinema, peak. But I hope not. I hope that we're just getting started. I hope that this is just a step, you know? Because as unfathomable and as incredible and as cool as this is, what it does more than anything is open the door, haha, the door that we're not supposed to open perhaps, the door to the possibility. This is what one group of people makes as anime movie blockbusters. And Mappa has been really defining a lot of the territory. Watanabe has been really defining a lot of the territory. Like, certain of these animators are defining what quality animation looks like, what big budget film anime looks like. I wonder what else it could look like. I bet it could look really different than this, too, and I bet that would be worth watching, too. I'm really excited for this to break through for the medium. I want to live in the era of the new OVA boom. I want to live in an era where film animation becomes mainstream, and the amount of budget and time and creative effort that goes into producing it is as much as any other medium. I want animation and animators to be respected, and I think that even though this is an action film thing that's kind of like, in one sense, blockbuster schlock, perhaps, it's also a deeply worthy piece of art that says a whole bunch of things, and from programming into us potentially the ability to say yes to a romance, whether we think it's doomed to fail or not, to opening my eyes to what's possible with light and shadow and speed and sound. This is fucking cool, and I think it is breaking new ground, blowing hearts and minds, and I am excited for the future that it ushers in. Chainsaw Man Reze-hen, I think, marks maybe not the beginning, but a great broadening of this next era of animation, and I'm very deeply excited for it. I'll be here watching. I'll be here giving my thoughts about this crazy shit that we get to experience and being grateful for it. I hope you'll come and join me. If you have enjoyed this film and watching it along with me, consider supporting the channel on the Patreon. It's $1. Gets you into the Discord where we talk about things, and it gets you access to everything early. There is currently a poll ongoing on my channel to determine whether I watch one of 4 shows on Wednesdays going forward. So go check that out if you'd like to vote in that. And I'll be waiting for Chainsaw Man to continue, that's for sure. There are a bunch of really top-tier shows that are getting continuations this year and next year. I'm really excited for them to keep pushing the envelope forward and in multiple directions. But this, man, this feels like it tore the envelope. What a blast. Thanks so much for watching Chainsaw Man with me. I'll see you whenever we watch something next. What did I just dink? I just dinked a thing. Okay. I'll see you whenever we watch something next. Much love. Peace.